Hey everybody, welcome to this month's Signature Style Hub. Today I have a layout for you that should be super fun to put together. It's going to, again, kind of combine some of my favorite things. One of them being scraplifting my amazing friend Jeanette. So yeah, let's get into it and get started. Maybe being inspired by Jeanette is a better way to put how this layout turns out in the end, because I actually did it right after I watched one of her Monday lives, and I loved her page design. It was so cute, and I was like, oh, I think I'm going to try this. So it's actually not a new page design. It's something I've done before. It's something she's done before. It's something you've seen all over the internet, I am sure, but she inspired me to go ahead and create a layout like this in this page design. So let's talk about this background. This is a background that I created when I taught a class for Scrap Happy. So if you're unfamiliar with Scrap Happy is a membership. It's like a community, and there are challenges, and Alice does her load events, and it's super fun. And I teach a monthly class over in her membership. So if you purchase one of her memberships, you get the class for free. It's part of your membership perks. And we call it Scrap School. It's about an hour a month. It's super fun. We have a great time. Love my Scrap School girls. If you are one of them, you're amazing. So this is one of the backgrounds that I taught. The background uses Catherine Pooler Inks brayer and water, I think. Anyway, after I taught the class, I took these backgrounds and I put them up in one of my shelves. I do that a lot when I create or teach mixed media backgrounds for classes. I have a whole background class called Mixed Media Backgrounds, Volume 1 and Volume 2. That's part of my membership here on my YouTube channel. That membership is only $4.99 a month, too, if you want to check it out. It'll be linked in the description box. Anywho, that's neither here nor there. To make a long story short, too late, I have a stack of backgrounds that are made and done, and I need to use them and get them on layouts. So that is my focus for the month of June. I'm trying to use these pre-made backgrounds that are hanging out in my scrapbook room, starting with this one. So I'm cutting this one apart. Sometimes I won't do that. I decided that I would go ahead and cut this one apart. And what I'm doing is I'm cutting the parts of the background that I really love, so the parts that look really cool, and I am creating strips that are 1 inch by 5 inches. And then once I have the strips cut, I am going to go ahead and rough up the edges using my distress tool. Somebody always asks me about my distress tool. My distress tool is ancient and old. It is from Making Memories. It is really, really old. I know some people have commented that they found them on eBay if you want to go searching. But yeah, it's really old. It's fabulous though. Man, I would sharpen it. If it ever stops distressing stuff, I will sharpen it, because man, they do not make any distress tools like this one anymore. Once I had all of those strips distressed and cut down, I am going to do some stamping. So I have a stamp set here. This is from Ellie's Studio. These are stitching stamps. I have a couple different packages or a couple different designs of stitching stamps. I wanted to use the ones from Ellie's Studio because I don't think they're sold out. All the other ones I have are older, and they're from 49th and Market, and they are definitely really hard to find. These might still be available though. I say might because I'm not 100% sure. You would have to head over to Ellie's Studio website and check it out. I am using all of the same inks. So because I created this background, because I made it, I know what Catherine Pooler inks that I used to create the background with, and I am using my stitching stamps, and I'm using the inks to go ahead and add stitches in between each of the strips. Also, check this out. I've decided I really need to be nice to the environment and get rid of my use of Huggies baby wipes to clean my stamps. So I bought some stamp cleaner and a little cloth from Brutus Monroe. And I have been using that to clean my stamps instead of my trusty baby wipes. And honestly, I really like it. So, yeah, I got the Squeaky Clean stamp cleaner. I got the jelly bean scent. They have all kinds of scents, and the scents smell really good. So, and then I got a little rag. I guess it's probably like a stamp chamois, but it's a bit bigger, I think. Anyway, it cleans the stamps really well. And because I'm using the stamp cleaner and I'm not getting the towel like super wet, like you do like with a stamp chamois, it's not smelling, which is awesome, because that was what I didn't like about a stamp chamois. I had one and it started to smell. It was gross. But this kind of stays out in the open air, so I like that. Okay, so what I'm doing, I am adding the strips, and then I am adding some stitching, and then I'm kind of overlapping some of the strips and some of the stitching, and I'm creating this border. So the border is not up against the side of the page. It's kind of hanging out about, like a third of the way in or so. And I'm using it to create this border, this like a wonky, messy border that goes down the side of the page. And then I'm wiping off my stamps and cleaning them. So I'm just alternating. I'm alternating ink colors, and I'm alternating the strips of paper that I created. Really simple, really easy design, but look how cool it looks. It looks awesome. Okay, once this is all finished, FYI, because I was stamping, I pulled the mat out of my ginormous 12 by 12 Misty. So I'm not using the whole Misty with the door, but I did pull the black mat out of my Misty, and I'm stamping onto that. And that's what's giving me really good impressions and really good stamping. I love, love, love my Misties, you guys. I say this all the time. They are so, so perfect for stamping, and you do not necessarily have to use the doors, and you don't necessarily have to use it the way it was intended. You can use it in any way, shape, or form that you like. In this case, I was going to be changing a lot of ink colors, so I just pulled my mat out from the Misty and stamped on top of it, and it worked out perfectly. I'm going to be scrapbooking another photo from my youngest son Logan and I's trip to the greenhouse to get all of our flowers for our porch. We didn't do a vegetable garden this year. I didn't have the energy for it. So that's okay. We got lots of flowers. And I took a couple like really cool kind of artsy shots while we were shopping for flowers, like this one. So you're gonna be seeing lots of cute little elements and pages from this little outing. And since after we did this, I had surgery and it sidelined me for like 6 weeks. So it's a good thing I have all these artsy pictures to scrapbook, because we wouldn't be doing much. I am grabbing some of the 49th and Market Spectrum Sorbet. That is the collection I'm going to pair with my background because the colors matched so good. And I love this collection. I have oodles of it, and I really, really wanted to kind of play with it, especially when I saw how close and how awesome the colors from this background matched the colors in that collection. I am starting with some rub-ons. 49th and Market makes the absolute best rub-ons. They come off like butter. They're so cool. I love them so much. And you get like a huge amount of rub-ons. You get like a package and you have like 6 or 8 sheets of rub-ons in one package. It's crazy how many rub-ons you get, and they're really cool. So I had lost the little white thing that went with these rub-ons. It was hanging out in my project cart, but I didn't know that yet then, so I'm just using the back of my scissors to get them on. And again, they work really, really well, so it was not hard to do. But you can kind of see that I am going color on color. So the things that I took from Chamel's Friday Live, or Monday Live, it was the Monday Live, because Friday Live is like 4 a.m. and I was asleep. So the elements that I took from this, from the Monday Live that I watched with Chamel, was to do those strips down the side of the paper, and then to do like color on color embellishments. She did a whole like pastel rainbow on hers, which was really cute. But I wanted to use what I had and use what I wanted to use on this page for the Signature Style Hop. So Signature Style Hop, what's on here? Catherine Puller inks, definitely my style. Stamping on 100% all the way. 49th and Market products, yes. Currently obsessed with 49th and Market. Actually, the person I'm obsessed with is Katie, and I cannot pronounce her last name, but it starts with a P. She is the one that designs most of the 49th and Market collections, and she also designs the Simple Stories vintage lines, and I love them. They're so good. So good. So this layout is going to be stamp heavy and 49th and Market heavy. And yeah, so really fun. Those are kind of like things, companies, products, things I am 100% all in for and wanted to play with. So this is the Strawberry Lemonade 12 by 12 rub-ons. Look at those. They're stunning. I've already used some of them. They actually are for a layout that is for Cut to You. I don't have a video for it though, because I did it while I was out of town. But I've already used some of these 12 by 12 rub-ons, and they're so cute. So what I'm doing is I'm just grabbing some of the pinks because I want to do color on color. So I want to add some of the pink, the light pink to the light pink and the dark pink to the dark pink and that kind of thing. So now I have all of my beautiful rub-ons down, and it's time to go through the die cuts. So I am using die cuts from the laser cut ephemera pack. I also have some ephemera pieces from the So I have some ephemera pieces from the ephemera pack, and actually what I used to map my photo was part of that ephemera pack. And then I have some of the laser cut ephemera, which is my absolute favorite stuff ever. It's so good. I love it. And then I'm just doing color on color. And look at how these colors, so I didn't plan this at all because I did the colors. I did that background before a Spectrum Sorbet was even released or around. And it just so happened that I chose colors that match it perfectly. So that makes me super excited. I love little happy accidents like that. So perfect. So I'm just going through now and I am placing some color on color. I'm going to use that Oh Happy Day as my title. Yeah, I've been struggling with titles. I can't come up with good ones. So I've just been using a lot of like pre-made, the work is already done with you titles. So I really wanted this arrow to kind of point to my son. So I'm going to go ahead and move those little circles around. And then I have some of these cute little like notebook edges and adorable things to layer up. And this layout comes together so easily because I have this stuff and it matched perfectly. And yeah, look how beautiful that is. Now I just have to go through and kind of stick all that stuff down. I decided because I had all those lovely like messy rub-ons that at the end of the day, I didn't need to go searching for sequins or little confetti or anything. We were good. I'm just going to kind of get my photo and all these embellishments in place. be sure to head down into the description box and check out everybody that is hopping along with my signature style hop. We have loads of beautiful creators from all over YouTube, and they will be sharing the products and processes and things that they love on their channels today as well. So you will have a lovely hop full of amazing creators, lots of different styles, lots of different tips and tricks. You really will love this monthly hop. So be sure to head over and check it out. And that's where we're going to call this one done. I love how this layout turned out. So cute. Adorable. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will see you guys all again very soon. Bye.